So here's a reminder that you don't have to be a 100% positive reinforcement only trainer to recognize it as an extremely valuable tool in horse training. I wanted to use this mare as an example. This is my very first ride on her. So, and as you can see here, I'm trying to get her to go forward, and she's clearly just confused and not understanding what the pressure of my leg means. So at this point, I have a couple of options. I can escalate the amount of pressure that I'm using, which with her, I would be worried about that turning into an explosion. Or I can have somebody help me from the ground, which was really not an option since I was working alone. But we've done lots of positive reinforcement training with this horse, and she's familiar with targeting objects. So I decided to use that as an incentive to get her to walk forward. So we start from the ground, and I set 4 cones in a circle around the mounting block, and then I'm just going to walk around to each cone and give her a touch cue and then reinforce when she touches. As soon as she touches it once, I treat her, and then I start walking directly to the next cone so that she learns that we just touch once and then we keep moving. Once I feel like she understands the game from the ground, I'm going to get back on her, and then I'm going to try and do the same thing under saddle. Now, I do reinforce her for standing still a couple times just so she doesn't walk off immediately. She yields really well to a little bit of pressure from the halter, so I'm just going to take her nose to the side a little bit to get her focus onto one of those cones. And then once she starts walking forward is when I apply my leg aid. So she touches, I reinforce, and then I take her nose to the side and bring her to the next cone. And then we're just going to go around and repeat that over and over. When I feel like she understands my leg aid, I'm going to put the cones away and get back on, and then try to see if I can get her to go forward even without a visual target. As you can see, she's a little more hesitant without something to walk directly towards, but she is understanding my leg and she's moving forward, so it's a pretty big improvement from that very first ride where she really had no idea what I wanted from her.